Hello and welcome to STM's virtual fall preview night 2020. We are so thankful that you're here with us. Don't forget to leave your name in the comments just to let us know that you're here. But I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Vandervenet, and I'm the Director of Advancement and Development. And it gives me great honor and pleasure to introduce our chaplain, Father Pika, to start off our fall preview night with a prayer. So, Father.
Let's begin in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, thank you for bringing us all together this evening, though virtually during this time of pandemic. We ask that you continue to guide us in all that you have asked us to do here at the High School of St. Thomas More. Help us to seek to be faithful to you, and help us to always grow in our relationship with you. And we entrust all to our Lord in the prayer he himself has taught us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
Once more,
Pray for us.
It's my pleasure to introduce to you all tonight, Sister Bridget, our principal here at the High School of St. Thomas.
Hello and welcome. Again, I want to echo Father's sentiments. We wish we could have you here live and in person rather than coming to you live in your homes. But we're so glad to be with you, and we hope that tonight is fruitful in shedding a little bit of insight into the High School of St. Thomas More and in answering some of the questions you may have. I would like to now introduce to you our Director of Admissions, Ms. Erica Lyon, who will speak to you a little bit about what the admissions.
Good evening, everyone. It's so good to be here with all of you. I just wanted to walk you all through some aspects of our admissions process as you all discern the best academic choice for you and your students. So firstly, I wanted to give you all heads up that we are currently running a Yes, I am here. I'm here, sister.
It's all good. We can hear you.
Okay. I just wanted to give you all a heads up that we are currently running a discount for new students. So if you submit a completed application to us by November 1st, your student will receive a 5% discount on his or her tuition. Please note that this discount does not apply to currently enrolled students. So if we are blessed enough to have another one or more of your children here with us at STM, this discount does not apply to them. And after November 1st, if you submit a completed application before February 1st, you will receive a 2% discount on your student's tuition. February 1st is the end of the early enrollment period, so there will be no specific discounts related to that available after that time. But regardless of when you complete your application, we never want the cost of tuition to prohibit any student from becoming a part of the Sabre family. And we will work tirelessly with you all to make sure that that is something that's possible. For more information on tuition assistance, including scholarships and other opportunities, please visit our website's admissions tab. And under the section marked tuitions and fees, you will be able to look over those resources. As for the actual application itself, it is also accessible via our website. Simply go to our main menu and click on Apply Now, where you will be redirected to our pre-registration for enrollment form. Filling this out is the first step in our application process. After you complete that, You will receive a follow-up email from me via our enrollment software, PowerSchool, for how to log in and create a new parent portal, or how to add a new student to an existing account if you already have a currently enrolled student here at STM. Your PowerSchool parent portal will be your one-stop shop for all things academics, for your students going forward. Once you are logged in, you will navigate to the forms section and fill these out. Please note that under the previous enrollment and records release form, if your child is one of the students in our partner schools, they do not need to submit any documentation such as transcripts, health records, letters of recommendation, etc., as we request that from our 4 schools on your behalf. Hence why we need you to consent to the release records. For any of our prospective families who are coming from an academic institution other than our partner schools, you may submit appropriate documentation there. I wanted to also give a special shout out to those of you who have already begun our application process. Thank you so much for being so proactive. Please note, though, that I have updated our application over the last couple of weeks to pare down and hopefully simplify the application for you all. All of our forms should be accessible, but to ensure the best results, please use the most up-to-date browser that you have. After you complete the application, our administration will review your student's application, and we will be in touch with you regarding our decision for enrollment. If your student is offered and accepts their enrollment, our Director of Academics and Student Services and our resident Disney princess, Mrs. Mandy Pope, will be in touch with you regarding finalizing your course schedule for the upcoming academic year. And our Director of Finance, the wonderful Miss Becky Knobloch, will be in touch with you to take care of your tuition and fees. Again, we are so grateful and humbled by your interest in our school, and please don't hesitate to reach out to me or any one of our administration if we can be of any service to you. We are here and happy to help. And with that, we would like to introduce you to some of our other staff members here, especially ones who you will be working with as an incoming student. So thank you so much.
We now have a video of some of our teachers, especially some of the ones that, as new students, the students would be interacting with next year. And it's about a 4-minute video, but I think you'll really get to know some of the teachers that we wanted to let them kind of basically speak for themselves in introducing themselves and what they can offer your student.
Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. People are commenting they couldn't hear, so I'm going to start it over.
That
Are we
sounds
good with
fine.
that? All right. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. And there we go. People are commenting they couldn't hear, so I'm going to start it over.
Hi, incoming students. My name is Mrs. Cook, and I'm the Director of Academics and Student Services here at the high school. This is my 3rd year here, and I've loved every single minute of it. You will meet me in probably April to talk about classes each year and all of the wonderful things that STM has to offer for you. And I cannot wait to meet you. All of your teachers are amazing. Thank you. Bye.
Hello, my name is Mr. Woods. This is my 2nd year at STM as a Dean of Students. I love being here at a small school because I get the opportunity to learn the student first and last name, which I think is very important in my position.
Hi, I'm Eric Paulson. I teach the geometries and stats at CCon at STM. I've been teaching this for my 2nd year at STM. And one of the things that I really teaching about here is all the students that I can interact with. A lot of students that I have at my classes, I've had since middle school as well, so it's always good to see old students and faces.
Hi, my name is Deborah Pagel, and the art teacher here at STM, and I also am the Dean of the Family of St. Peter, as well as the Fine Arts Department Chair. I teach Art 1, Art 2, Portfolio AP, Ceramics 1 and 2, Applied Arts, and Photography, and I also am the sponsor of the Art Club. And I have been here for 15 years, and I love this school. What I love especially is the support for the arts here, and also that we can incorporate our faith into everything we do, every aspect of who we are. And as an artist, that's really important to me. So I love that part, and I also love how much this faculty and the administration are dedicated to the students here, and how important that is to help them become full people, and so that's our focus. So I hope you join us. We'd love to see you here.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Quick. I teach Spanish 1, 4, and 5. This is my 1st year at STM, and I love working here.
Hi, my name is Timothy Eiding. I teach theology to freshmen and juniors at STM. It is my 2nd year at STM, and I love being here. I really love the staff. They're so friendly. And I love the kids. The kids come with so much energy and so much joy that we always have a great time. It is a really great place to be, and I hope to see you guys here soon. Thank you.
Hello, I'm James Mahoney, and I teach Latin and also graphic design. And it's my 2nd year here at the high school at St. Thomas More. And I really love it here for many reasons, but I find here that the faculty and all the teachers and all the staff, there's just a unity of vision and mission, and that ultimately is all about Jesus Christ and spreading His gospel. So that's why I like being here.
Hi, my name is Mr. Villanueva. I'm new here at STM, so I just started teaching here at the beginning of the semester. I've really found that the faculty and all the staff have been really friendly and welcoming, and really helpful too. I've also been very impressed with the students here. One thing that I enjoy here teaching is asking the students questions about their life experience. So I teach theology, and I find it really important that Jesus isn't just like words written on a page, but that He's actually alive in their lives. So I ask them questions about their experience so that they can think about how Jesus is present in their lives.
Well, I didn't see there's straightening up my table here, but you see there's little dirt spots. I'm gonna have to go wash this here real quick. So don't mind me. I'm gonna take this, put it in the wash. For those who don't know me, my name is Mr. Ray. I teach here at St. Thomas More. This is my 1st year here. I'm loving it so far. I'm going into teaching class or in person with all the students, and I'm starting the freshman physics program here. So all the freshmen get to take physics, get to do fun things like this. Demonstration. So you ever want to try this out, come here to St. Thomas More, and we'll let you do that in physics. I really enjoy just interacting with students and helping them learn more about the physics and the world around them. So hopefully we'll see you here next year.
All right, we're back. Go ahead, Matt.
I hope that was a fun video to watch. I certainly had fun watching that with you all. So that's just a taste basically of what you can kind of expect from our teachers next year as students. And so because again, we can't be there in person tonight, we did want to give you a tour of the school, walking through at least so you can at least have a familiarity with the way the school is laid out. I know some of you have been there before, but we figured that this would be a good time also to give a quick video tour of the high school as well. And again, hopefully maybe next semester, but definitely in the future, we'll be able to welcome visitors in and you'll get to actually walk the halls yourselves. So once the video virtual tour is ready to go, we'll go ahead and transition directly into that video tour whenever it's ready.
Hi, this is Matt Vandervent.
And Eric Lyons.
And welcome to the STM virtual tour. So we're going to start off first walking towards the St. Thomas More Shrine in our hallway. And it just gives a little bit about the saint. And that was made by a local artist. And as we move, we're going to stop at the chapel first. This is a place where anybody can come during the day at any point, student, faculty, and staff, and just spend some time with our Lord in the Blessed Sacrament.
Here at STM, we have over 20 varsity sports teams, and for only being around for 20 years, we have acquired a lot of hardware from the hard work from our students and coaches here. Our gym is currently set up to house part of our lunch for to follow COVID-19 protocols. But normally we would have all school mass in here, and some of our sporting events are held in here as well.
Now we'll make our way into the Catholic Churchatorium, which, as you can tell, is a multi-purpose room mostly. As you can see, for cafeteria, things like that. We have hot lunch and cold lunch lines. And then also on that stage, we have madrigals. We will have house masses in here as well. And if you're unfamiliar with the house system, we do have 4 houses that are named after the saints, and we'll talk a little bit more about that during the Q&A session towards the end of this program tonight.
Down this hallway is where our Director of Technology, our Athletic Director, and Assistant Athletic Director have their offices, as well as where our Buildings and Grounds crew have their offices as well. Our music program is also down that hallway, and as Matt mentioned, we have madrigals and many other performance arts-based groups here. Inside the library here, we have it set up temporarily for a classroom space, but normally it is utilized for a study hall. And to the right is the Office of Admissions and Campus Ministry.
So now we'll make our way towards Father's office. So he's most in there when he's not in the chapel praying, and usually it's an open door policy. Anybody who wants to stop by can stop in. In here is just the front office, so anybody, all the administration is back there, so if you need anything from one of us, please don't hesitate. Back there is our house director's office, Mr. Villanueva, and he can definitely speak to a little bit more regarding the house system as well.
Down this hallway is where we have our theology and foreign language departments. Here we have Latin and Spanish offered in this hallway. And from on either side of our halls here, we have brand new lockers that were purchased through the generous donations of our benefactors from our gala in 2020.
Back there are the social studies classrooms. As you can see, the desks are spaced for COVID protocols. Out there is our softball field. And now we're going to go up the stairs and explore the other subjects on the second floor. These classrooms on this end of the building are English classrooms. That's Miss Asom's classroom. And then Mr. Tui's classroom. There's a lot of great things happening in the English department. In addition to English, and then we're going to look at Mrs. Marquardt. She's also the director of our musicals and plays that we have. We also have our biology classroom, chemistry classroom, which we'll see in just a couple of seconds. There's Mrs. Ehrlich. We also offer earth science courses, and she's the primary teacher for that. There's the chemistry classroom. And then as we proceed to these classrooms on this end of the hallway, this is where our math department resides. Basically, Mr. Paulus is in there hard at work. There is a teacher's lounge also up there, and then a bulletin board just showcasing that there's no issue between faith and science, and that's something that we teach all of our students when they're here. Sister Mary Francis's math classroom. Then we have Mrs. Pagel's art classroom. We have a kiln. Students ranging from a variety of different competencies in the arts. She can take care of you all. And then this is Mr. Ray's physics classroom. They were just doing balloon cars last week, which was pretty exciting to see. We're proceeding down the front stairwell. You can see these big, beautiful windows, just kind of looking out on Mattis Avenue. And then we'll proceed downward. And if you look in this stairwell as well, there is a spot that student artwork showcased on those little platforms, and then as well in this almost trophy case. So now we're going to make our way back to the front office. And again, if there are any questions stemming from this tour afterwards, please do not hesitate to reach out to any one of us.
I hope that was an enjoyable tour for everyone. That was definitely a quick one. We would definitely walk slower if we were there in person. So I hope soon we can definitely get back to in person, just again, so you can interact with the students, the current students there, and then also with the teachers in person. But as of right now, we're going to transition into the question and answer portion of our virtual fall preview night. And so we will do our best to answer those questions that you have for us. And I will kind of hand it over to Sister and Father.
And we're really going to try it. And before I do that, if you see my face, you don't know who I am, I apologize. I'm a parent of an STM student and a former STM student. And my name is Christy Brandon, and we're really going to try to get Sister and Father in here because they're looking like they're going to freeze a little bit, but we're going to try it. So take it away.
All right.
We're going to be patient.
I don't know if they can hear us or not. We love technology, don't we, Matt? Don't we, Erica?
Oh, yes. You never know.
You never know what's going to happen. Oh, but here's a nice little thing. And I know Sister and Father, I hope you can hear us because we can't hear you very well. Aaron Taylor said the new lockers look great. So that's amazing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're proud to put those up.
And Ruth Hubbard said, nice tour. Oh, I think they're moving again. Let's try it one more time.
I was thinking they might just, you are welcome to come to my office.
We're going to come join Miss Lyons.
That's
perfect. Perfect. That's fantastic.
Mary Toohey, you are hilarious. Father Robot.
I love it. I love it.
Favorite. So it's very exciting because this is the first STM virtual preview. Everyone's virtual right now. And Kimberly, I will be putting your question up there once we get Father and Sister in place. So let's see whatever. Oh, we have one of our new freshman parents, June Birmingham, says, hi, everyone.
Hi, June. Welcome.
Hi, June. Let's see. I know I got your guys' messages that you couldn't hear, but oh, Eliza and family are here. That's Ruth Hubbard. How exciting. Audrey Garcia, one of my faves. She's watching on YouTube. So
hello.
So is Kimberly Brown.
Hi, Kimberly.
Yay. All right. So we're going to go to the question and answer. Oh, we've got 2 questions so far. So I'm going to give it to you. I know. It's so exciting.
All right. So we actually have a number of questions that have been submitted already and that we felt were important to address during this time. And so as you have other questions, please do feel free to post those on the comments. And if we don't get to them, we will get to them afterwards and we'll continue to put information out there. All right. So thanks for your patience with our technology. So the first and most pressing question that I think everybody has on their mind is what is happening with Catholic liberal arts education and the High School of St. Thomas More?
Yes.
So we are excited to be looking into this for the high school. We will say, though, that in doing our research and in discussion, we've been in constant communication with the Office of Catholic Schools at the diocese, and they've been very helpful to us. I think we bit off more than we could handle at the beginning of all of this. And so we've realized that we need to step back a little bit and slow down. One, we're in the midst of a pandemic. Two, it's a very big change. And so we, as the church always does, she moves slowly and in stages. And so we're kind of taking a little bit of note from that. And so we are continuing to do research and learn more and more about that on our level. I know Father and I have had many conversations and continue to read about it. But we're not necessarily going to see huge changes for next school year.
Yeah. We're going to continue to explore, and really what we're happy to announce is that we're working with the diocese, the Office of Catholic Schools, as Sister said, and we're excited to be working with, starting the process of working with a consultant to help us as we move. So what's that look like for us to help us to serve this community as well? And that's the goal. And so, our eyes got big. Well, we see something great and we want to go, and we just want to go. But we do need to be prudent with what we're doing. So with Catholic Liberal Arts, we are definitely continuing our exploration of that, but working heavily with the Office of Catholic Schools. So,
so really our focus now is how can we do what we're doing really well, and how can we put our students into relationship with Jesus? It's really what we're all about here. So I know there were a lot of questions about specifics of those, and so we're just gonna kind of put the brakes on that for a few minutes as we continue with our exploration and our learning about that.
And kind of getting to the day-to-day of what does it look like here at the high school. So what time does school start, and how early or late can I be at school? Can a student be at school?
Yeah, so school starts at 8 a.m. This year is different with the pandemic. So classrooms are open at 7:30, and then when students come, they check in at their locker, and then they go straight to their first hour class. School gets out at 3 p.m., and then from there, teachers stay until at least 3:30, oftentimes longer than that. By 5 o'clock, we like to have the building cleared out so that we can start the cleaning and sanitization process. So school's open for students from 7:30 to 5, really. Father, what would you say a typical schedule for a freshman would look like?
So it's gonna be mostly, the same, some of the classes we have. So they'll have a theology class, they'll have a math class. Typically it's a algebra 1 or a geometry class, and world history. We want to make sure that our students know history. It's important to know where we come from, the story of humanity and the history of salvation as well that works into that. We've started off with science, and it's physics first. So we do physics. We have had physics first, and that's starting this year, and started with challenges, but it's really starting to get going and be successful. So we look forward to that, as well as foreign language, and we have the options between art and music, as well as then PE, and then driver's ed typically would be about a sophomore's.
Freshman, sophomore, depending on birthdays.
Depending on birthday. So,
Great.
How about what kind of sports does STM have?
It's probably easier to ask what don't we have.
It's true.
So we have basketball for boys and girls. We have baseball, cross country, which is a co-ed team. Football, we have switched to an 8-man program. Golf, which this year our boys and girls golf teams have been very successful. So we've been really pleased with that. Boys and girls soccer, softball, swimming. We haven't had much interest in the boys swimming, but if we did, we would have a boys swim team. And then we've got girls swimming as well. Tennis, which again, the girls this fall have done really well.
Yeah. Track
for boys and girls, volleyball, and wrestling. So really, at one time we had a bass fishing team. Got a pond out there. So if you want to restart that, you just let us know. That'd be a good social distance kind of sport to have.
And we are a 1A school, so we compete in 1A athletics. Volleyball has been so successful because of that. They're actually in a higher level currently because of going to state and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Our girls have been very successful this year. Shout out to our girls golf regional champs in the sectionals too, right? And in tennis sectionals.
Swept it. Yeah. What about our extracurriculars
So,
outside of sports?
Our club is one. Miss Pagel is great with that, as well as the drama theater. So we typically have had a fall play and a spring musical. Those are great. Madrigals right around in the Advent season as well. Chess club, Interact club, pro-life club, ukulele club, National Honor Society, and a Spanish club as well. Spanish Honor Society.
Yeah, that's in there.
So, yeah.
There might be others that we forgot.
Sure, others, but we always there's always more different interests, you know. We always do want to and then there's Bible studies as well, seeking to grow in our faith as well. So trying to help our students in the classroom and outside the classroom. So that's good as well. Where do we get uniforms? Where does a student get a uniform from?
Great question. So we used to purchase them at CNA, but now we've switched. So we do still allow our students to wear the CNA uniforms, but we've switched over to the Land's End uniform that can be ordered online, and that link can be found on our website. So we also, though, do have quite a offering in our used uniform store, our Safer Closet. So, and those items are only $1 a piece. Not a bad
deal.
Yeah, not a bad purchase. Father, can you explain a little bit about the house system?
House system, yes.
What is house?
So we talk about house as an intentional homeroom class. So really, each of our students are in assigned a homeroom teacher, and basically it's a mentor. And what's really great about it is that it is not so much freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors separated, but all of them together, because we want our students to be together and learn across the building relationships that, you know, please God, maybe they'll last, maybe they don't, but that's at least giving that experience, helping our students to connect beyond just the regular typical relationships between freshman students and sophomores. And in that, really, one of our focuses this year has been building up virtue. There is a family cup competition, so the house system, while it's formative, it also has some fun. And in the fun is, you know, competitions during the first days of school or last days, and then throughout the year, different competitions. We're getting ready to start our penny wars here. So building up camaraderie as well as fellowship in the classroom, in the school, helping to build relationships. And all of this is community and building up towards Christ. So, yeah.
So what about Sacramental Life here at STM? A lot of our students coming from feeder schools maybe are used to having all school mass or going to mass once a week. What does it look like here at the high school?
Yeah, so this year is a little bit different, but typically what we do is we have a all school mass once a month and all school adoration once a month. And then daily mass has been offered before school. We've had times where it's been before and sometimes after, but right now it's been mostly before school, before the school day begins, just to begin our day right. It helps us to get focused and putting our Lord first. And confession is available during adoration times, as well as this year during Mass. So this year it's one family going to Mass each week. So make sure that we're being cognizant of the physical distancing and keeping everybody safe. But during that time, all of our students are able to go to, the family is able to go to confession. Confession is also held for the whole school once a week on Tuesdays. And we would love to bring in a 1 day a week, all day adoration. But that's in the works. You know, we're going to try and continue to grow in our faith life and to continue to grow in that. So definitely prayer, mass, and adoration are those things that are most important in our sacramental life. Living the faith hours and service hours. There is So all of our students are asked to do living the faith hours or service hours throughout their time here at the high school. And that is typically it's about 150 hours, 20 freshmen. So those are really, there's many different ways to get hours. Living the faith hours, I mean, honestly, it's how we're practicing our faith, living our faith. I mean, we're serving Mass, sacramenting, doing all of these things in the school community, but also then in the greater community. There is also, the corporal works of mercy, spiritual works of mercy, praying for the dead, and then also feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, all of these things that we do. Those are things that are living the faith. There's service hours, other things of service hours, raking leaves, those things for a neighbor doing, going out and kind of helping with our school, beautify our school, like weeding and doing school projects. Those are service hours. That's in the community, in the high school, and those are different hours. So what we want to do is help our students to learn how to live a faith, and this is the way we do it. And there's lots of ways to find out, and really trying to build our database up to on the website to help our students. Now, it's always a learning process, always a learning curve, but we're continuing to grow in that as well. Do students leave STM ready for college?
I sure hope so. I think, I've been here, this is my 5th year here, and students come back, alumni come back, and they say how grateful they are for the education they've had here at STM and how that truly has made them much more prepared to enter into college. But also, really, our hope, as Father was saying, our hope is that they're entering into relationship with Jesus. And so as they move forward from STM, whether it's knowing what God is calling them to, what vocation God is calling them to, we're hoping to prepare them not only for college, but even much more beyond college for life. And so we're hoping that the formation that we give and that all of the opportunities we give to grow are really helping to form them into the young men and women who will continue to carry on God's mission in the church. And so, that's our bigger goal. That's AP classes are important. Test scores are important, but more important is your eternal soul. So.
There was one question about the placement exams. Is that something that happens during the spring?
Yeah. So this year we are actually going to use a new testing program for placement exams, and so we will be unveiling that in the spring. Yes. So it will be a placement exam across the board. So in the years past, we've tried to do a Spanish test and a math test and this test. So we found a company that does a very similar type of testing, but across the board. So we'll use that. And then for students coming from our feeder schools, we'll also look at the math test scores from the tests that they had taken 3 times throughout their 8th grade year, and see kind of tracking wise where they would fall in the maths and things of that nature.
Foreign languages, Latin and Spanish, really. Blessed to be able to have Latin teachers as well, and then Spanish. We've always had that.
The types of AP and dual credit classes available to STM students. So we have AP US History. We've got AP US History, AP Englishes, Sciences. We do offer a dual credit this year through Parkland in one of the Sciences. We've got some AP Math classes as well. So we do try to definitely stretch our students. We're hoping that there will be opportunities for in-person shadowing for prospective students in the spring. Right now, we're really just focusing on keeping our students safe here, and we're trying to get creative ways to make that possible. So if you have ideas, let us know. Are all freshmen required to start with physics? Yes, this year we started with a physics first, and as Father said, it was challenging, I think, for some of our freshmen when they first began. But just this week we walked by and they're doing some really fun experiments, and they're really getting into it now. So I think that the shock of the challenge of it was difficult, but they're embracing it now, and they're talking, as Sister Mary Frances said, they were using physics words in the hallway, and that was exciting. So they're really embracing it.
Indeed.
So, yeah.
Indeed. Curriculum changes making, so you may have missed it, but Catholic Liberal Arts, we are very much working towards it and looking at it. But right now, we're kind of slowing the process down, working with the Office of Catholic Schools to do that. So we are typically we're still moving that direction and looking into that, exploring that, but it is right now, it's not going to impact our incoming freshmen as much.
Our class sizes, our classroom sizes, this year, no classes over 20. So most of our ratio is 1 to 13-ish, right around there. And so it's going to really enable us to have really great class sizes and discussions and things like that.
Thank you very much. We're not able to answer more questions because we do have to end this night, but we will answer your questions. So keep them coming, and we will look at that, and we will answer those questions in a timely fashion. So thank you for your patience, and remember that you can apply by going to our website, hs-stm.org. Go to the menu and apply now.
Thank you all so much for joining us. We're so pleased to have you here. And thank you, Christy, for helping us make this possible.
Yes.
Thank you all at home for your patience with our technological glitches.
If I could, there was one question that I think that we should. This one.
Why should I send my students to STM versus other local schools? What are your outcomes, college admissions, etc.?
Now you guys can do the outcomes, college admissions, and etc. But can I touch on the other part?
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, and Matt, don't worry, I don't have to get off now. So, keep the questions coming. But why should I send my students to STM versus other local schools? This is coming from someone who is not Catholic. You're welcome. Okay. That's one thing I think it's very important to know, that it is not just about the Catholic schools around, the feeder schools. It is about this, welcoming students from other schools, both in and around the local community. And why STM? Here are the reasons why we chose. Great education, great environment, second to none. The grace and the feeling you get when you walk in the doors. That very first time I walked in the door, it felt like home. And that's one of the things that I think, unfortunately, with COVID, shadowing and being able to have that experience and going through a lot of the things that STM has gone through, and just coming out, developing new things, looking ahead, and just being open to change, being open to hear the parents' voices, being open to hearing the students' voices and the teachers' voices. Right now, this is a parent who has a student who's going 100% virtual from STM and is having a very good experience. Those who are in school, this is the world we live in right now, and we pray every day that things will get back to normal. But guess what? This is normal. This is how it is. So if you're looking for a school to send your child to, who will have that faith-based, but still really being able to broaden their education and ask a lot of questions and just getting the information we need, call the school. This is what I can say as a parent. Call the school, ask lots of questions. I know Sister Bridget, I can personally say that I have bent her ear many, many times. And that's what I love about the STM. Sister Bridget, she'll listen to you. She will answer your questions. And I'm sure it's the same for all of the faculty. But for me, that's a thank you for STM, for being here, for being the school that you are, for continuing to change, because that's what's happening right now. We just have to love it. So that person who asked that question, I'm sorry if that was too long for you. Justine, I hope that answered your question. That's from a parent side. The other stuff, the admissions, that's all them. Okay. All right. So
we can put on our on Facebook, we can repost our some of those statistics that you're looking for, some of those outcomes. We've got really great outcomes of our students moving on from STM to college, to the workforce, to the military, and some even finding their vocation in being called to priesthood or religious life. And so we've got those numbers. We can put those on Facebook for all of our potential families to see. And as Christy said, you can always send us an email, give us a call. We're more than happy to have conversations. And we do hope to be able to open our doors again to you all very soon.
Yeah.
Go Sabres.
Go Sabres. Thank you all for coming tonight. We look forward to actually seeing you in person very soon. And again, we hope this was a positive experience, and we'll see you later.
Thank you, everybody.